Aloha everyone, I'm Cheryl Hamilton and I just want to thank you so much for purchasing this Stationery Box Organizer class. I think you're going to love it, and you take the lid off. I'm just going to show you how it works. So you open it up, and it's for the class we're going to make 4 different cards using the designer series paper that's included. And the thing that I really love about this is that you're going to have a little pocket here where you're going to make some sentiments and just put dimensionals on them, and they're all ready to, for you to just grab a card and stick on here like this. Or if you need a birthday, you'll just put one here. So this is really fun. We'll make a bunch of sentiments, and it all goes together really nicely. So pretty. What a fun gift too. And this larger thing can hold a packet of Post-its or 3x3 cards or some stamps. So it's real sturdy, and I think you're gonna really have fun with this. You start by cutting a piece of cardstock. I'm using Pretty in Pink, and cut it 10 inches by 12 inches. And with the 12-inch side on top, I'm going to score at 5 inches and at 7 inches. And then I'm rotating it. You score it at 3/4 inches. And I'm going to stop at this first score line. And then I score at 2 inches and 8 inches. I'm going to go all the way down. And then the last one I'm scoring at 9 1/4. And again, I'm stopping at that first score line. Next, you're going to cut and meter the center score lines up to the horizontal score line. So it's these squares right here. And instead of just cutting on this, I'm making it a little bit nicer by metering the lines. And it'll just fit in there a little bit better. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish all my score lines, just kind of to make a box. So in towards the inside. Then I want to glue these 2 middle tabs in. I'm using some Stamp and Seal Plus to add some, just to glue down these edges. And I'm going to put this in the middle of my box. And then for some stability on the, let me see if it's the front or the back. I guess it's the back side. I'm gonna just glue down these edges. So same thing, some Stamp and Seal Plus. You could use tear and tape or Tombow. I'm just trying to burnish it so it gets stuck really well. Okay, so this is just gonna make it a real stable box. I've cut a bunch of different papers of this Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper for my box. So I have, I've cut four pieces of 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I have these 2 and these 2 that I plan on using. And then I've cut 4 pieces of 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. These are for the front part of the sides. And then I have 4 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 1 inch. And you can glue these all in, but I prefer to wait on the one that's going to go on the inside here. And it doesn't really matter, but that's just in case you wanted it to come all the way down. So that's being kind of picky, but if you can do that, you can just glue the outsides and then leave this one till later. Next, I went ahead and cut my Pretty in Pink cardstock. The large panel is cut 8 1/2 by 4 1/4. The first small pocket is 4 1/2 by 2, and the second small pocket is 5 1/2 by 2. So with the large panel with the 8 1/2 side on top, I'm scoring at 1 1/4 and 7 1/4. And then I'm rotating it, scoring it at 3 inches. I'll set this aside and just keep scoring my other ones for a second. My first small pocket is the smaller one. I'm scoring at 1/2, 1, and then 3 1/2 and 4. And then the second small pocket is just a little bit longer. I'm scoring at 1/2, 1, and 4 1/2 and 5. So I've gone ahead and cut out my designer shears paper. The largest one, this is for the large panel, is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then the first small pocket, which is the smaller one, is cut 2 3/4. I'm sorry, 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. The second one is cut 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So let me show you how to do these. It's just easier to get all the cutting done. This is where I start to bury all my stuff. Okay, back to the large panel. I'll start with this. I'm going to cut out the small squares. Then I'll go ahead and stick this on. I always want to make sure if it has an up and down, then I don't want okay, I recognize that this is going to be glued like this to the front, so I want my flowers to be facing up. So just look at it before you glue. So stick that on there. And then let me fold and burnish all the edges. So again, my box is like this. This part is going to be like this to hold the cards. Okay, so just think about it before you glue. And I'm still thinking. Okay, I'm gonna put some adhesive on the bottom. And then I'm lining it up with the score line in the back, like this. Just fold it, and before you really push it down, make sure it's lined up well. And then I'm just really burnishing it, and then I want to glue the sides in, and it's going to make this really nice sturdy box. So I'm going to be gluing it like this. So I'm just going to fold these in, put some Tombow adhesive on these. And lift it up, try to get it real. I'm paying attention to the edges here, just trying to get it real even. And then I'm going to press it well with either my finger bone folder, but something to just get it so it adheres really well to this. Okay, see, that's the back part. It's gonna just keep checking it, make sure you like what you're seeing. Now I could put these little strips on, and it really wasn't a disaster to put them on earlier. I just think it looks a little more completed when I put them on like this, a little more finished. But it is harder to get it in there straight. I'll do it. Actually, I don't think it makes enough of a difference to do it that way, you know, but that's what it is. And then, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do the 2 little pockets. Okay, so I'll just do the larger one, folding everything in towards the middle. Try another tape just to confuse everybody. I'm trying to decide which one I like the best. I'm going to use tear and tape for this, and if you do it, you want to put tear and tape close to score lines, not close to the edge. It just makes a nice tight fit if you do that. You have to let me know which tape you like best, or if I should just never confuse you like this again. Sorry. Sometimes when I do the, where did it go? I threw it back here. Sometimes when I do the stamp and seal, it rips off my cardstock, and it's frustrating. And most of the time it works perfectly, but not. Oh, you know what? Let me do these. Let me add the designer series paper. It's a little bit easier to do when it's laying down. So I'm getting there. Oh, right after I said that. Okay, let me put on designer series paper first. There's one. Okay, now I'm ready to glue these down. Okay, so it's going to go like this, and just square it up. Sorry, having troubles here. Okay, just put it as close to the bottom and to the edge as you can. Just try to line it up real well. It looks good. Again, I kind of push it down so it's at the bottom. That one looks good, and I'll do the little one. Okay, so again, you're making a little pocket here. This one I want to glue it to the edge, so I'm going to just put a little Tombow on it. I'm just trying to make a really secure box. Don't get glue all over. Just do it carefully. Line this up. And before I press everything really well, just making sure they line up. You know, the bottom and everything. So now I can go ahead and try to press everything down well. Oh, how did I do that? Okay, as you might have noticed, my designer series paper's on the wrong side. So let me cut another one and I'll fix that. So now for the lid, I've cut Pretty in Pink cardstock 6 1/8 by 10 1/8, and I'm going to score at 2 inches, the long side here, 2 inches, and at 8 1/8. Okay, and then rotate it, score at 2 4 1/8. Okay, now I'm just going to cut and meter the score lines. So I should have said the score lines on the sides, like this. Just right up to the first score line you meet horizontally. So for my lid, I've cut 3 pieces of designer series paper. This center one is a little bit different. It is cut 5 7/8 by 1 7/8. And then the other two, they're 5 7/8 by 1 3/4. Okay, and then I'm going to fold and burnish the edges. Here it is. And then just going to put some glue on and fold these in. Yay. So, yep, I think I'm finally done with the box part. And it's super cute, very sturdy. This will last you for years. And next up is the cards to go inside, which should be really simple. Okay, I'm ready to make the cards, and these are really fun and simple. I've just used the same Unbounded Love Designer Series paper. Actually, you start with a thick white card base that's cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4. I just fold that. And then just cut different, whatever you have left over from your cardstock. I have cut this 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I'm gonna slice just a 1 inch. I'm gonna cut 1 inch off, and sorry, my desk is getting pretty crazy. Okay, and you're just going to put one like this, turn the other one over, and glue them on there. Just leave a little bit of a white border. Try to get it pretty even, and then I think that's good. I just put it right next to the other one, line it up, and then I've cut a piece of petunia pop, and I've cut it 1/4 inch by 5 1/4. Just gonna, actually I'll just run a little line of glue right on that where they connect there. So that's my basic card that I'm going to end up putting in the box, you know, like this. But and I'm going to make, you can make as many as you want. In class we'll make 4 of them. But let's make some sentiments. This is what makes this project so cool, is that we're not going to put the sentiments on the card yet. We're going to wait till we have an occasion and send them that way. So I'll do that. I'm using Heartfelt Hexagon. It has a really nice punch to go with it, and it has different sentiments. So I'm going to start by stamping this outline in Summer Splash. Oh, actually, let me do it. Yeah, let me do it in Petunia Pop. That's how I did the other ones. Doesn't really matter. Okay. And then I'm going to do a sentiment. This one says, I hope your day is filled with joy. Just going to put it right in the middle there. Okay, and then punch it out. You have to turn the punch upside down, of course, and slide it in, and you'll be able to line it up Once you've got it lined up, hold it with one hand and then use both hands, punch it out. And then what I think is would be good to do is just put 4 dimensionals on the back, and don't take the backing off. You know, leave it so that it's not going to stick to things like this. And eventually you'll take the backing off and you'll just put it on your card like this, and depending on, you know, what the occasion is. But for now, we'll just stick things like this and just add an envelope. You could stamp on there also, of course. Okay. Oh, I hope you guys really love this. I want to point out a few other things that are fun. You go through your stamp sets and just see what is going to fit in this hexagon here. So I've got some from So Sincere, Something Fancy. This one you can put Courage and Faith. So if you go through your things, you're going to find lots of them. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have fun with this, and I hope it wasn't too confusing. And I just appreciate you so much being my customer, and have a great day. Aloha.